Welcome back, friends. It's Melanie with Melanie Stamps, where color and creativity collide. Today we are making 2 cards with the Stampendous Hugs collection released by Spellbinders. Hello guys, welcome back. Today I have some cutesy cards for all of you, and I got this collection from Spellbinders. It's by Stampendous. And at first, I'll be honest with you, I was like, I don't know about this. But as I started to play with them, I had so much fun. And I wasn't sure how I was going to do it because I wasn't given the stamp sets. I was just given 4 sets of dies. But the dies actually do a lot of the work for you. So even without the stamps that coordinate, and the stamps are super cute. I'm actually considering purchasing them myself because they can do their little faces and the little paws on some of them. See the little paws on them? And they can do little expressions, and then they have all the little sentiments that go on the little packages and everything. So they've got a lot of cute sentiments in this collection by Stampendous. But so I wasn't sure how I was going to make this work when I was sent these. But then when I started playing, when it cut out the basic, let's say for this one here, this one's called Bear Hugs, and this is like the Hugs collection. So, and these are scored here so that you can bend these like this and actually have him hug something, which is super cute. So I didn't do that in my sample. I had him hold a banner instead, which is part of the accessory pack. And the accessory pack is this one right here. This is the accessory pack. So we're using this banner here. And we're going to ink him up to make him really cute. But the accessory pack actually makes this cute little envelope and then the cute little package. And the package can open and you can put the little card in the package or in the envelope. And then if you have the coordinating stamp set, it stamps the little greetings on it. And then there's little decorative elements that also go with it. You've got the hearts and you've got the little bow, which I just think is adorable. But in this stamp set, or this die set, because I did not have the stamps, I went ahead with this set and I just used the banner. So we are using that one in this card today. But I just had to show this because this is so cute. And I can see me using this package for sure, and even the letter, with other stamp sets and other designs, like for a birthday party, like those party cards I just did with the balloons. I could intermingle this with that and have the presents with the balloons coming up the top. That would be super cute. You could have letters at Valentine's Day and even the hearts. But the letters, a whole bunch of little Valentine letters being sent out, that would be super cute. So this is definitely a multi-use set. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get the stamp set so I can use it even more in different ways. But I just wanted to make sure I showed that because I only used the banner in it in my samples. Now, these 2 here are 2 of the 3 characters. There's also a dog. And so I received the bear and the cat. And I have not used the cat in a sample yet, but she's probably my favorite. And with the balls of yarn. I think those balls of yarn are super cute. So I'm probably going to do her on a video by herself at a later point, but she has a little kitty cat and it's cute. You can use the stamp set to do the faces, but they also do an image here where it impresses her face on, and then you have all the little pieces to put the face, and that's how we're doing the bear's face today. We're going to use the little pieces that then fill the cheeks and the ears and everything. So the die has a way of doing it without the stamp set. So it's versatile. You can do it in different ways. So, and she also comes with the little fish. She has a little bow and a mouse and the yarn and a party hat. So you have different options on how to fix her, and she can have her arms open, she can have her arms closed. So, and look at this. This comes with the sentiment set, but it's Yarn It, I'm late with your birthday hugs. That's so cute, but that's the kind of type of sentiments that come in the sentiment set. And there's a sentiment set for each character. So, and then this is the one we're going to use today. We're going to make this little bear, and then he's going to hold the banner. But he also comes with a smaller bear. And then he comes with a pom-pom, and he has the little sporting, what is that, like a foghorn that you can, and he also has a jar of honey, which I kind of play on in my cards. And then there's his facial features. He has a scarf, and then I and you in the heart, so I love you. So he has a lot of different attributes that are cute, and his arms also fold. So let's get into this. Oh, and this is a supporting set. This set could go with this, or it could be used as a standalone set, and we're going to use this on a slimline today. But this has the outer slimline, and then it has these two concentric sets. Perfect for sentiments, guys. Great little sentiments. We have a stitched and then this like jagged, and then they're stitched and jagged like that. And then this one is a straight one, and then you have the two jaggeds, and then you have the cute little hexagon and like a postage stamp. So I thought that was really cute, and a lot of dies in that. So I think that's a keeper. I like that, and I will use that quite a bit. It's a nice size. So on our first card, I have already inked up one bear. So I'm gonna show you how we did that. I just did that to prep ahead a little bit. And our card base here, well, let's do the inking first. We will take, and I'm not even sure what color this is. It was just a scrap from my stash, just a light, almost like a sand color. But it was just, I just needed a light brown, just something to ink on. And I'm going to use a Distress Oxide and Rusty Hinge. And just a regular basic blender brush. And then I just came in from the edges and started blending to the center. Like so. I want to leave a little highlight in the center. And I just kind of built up the color. Like that. You can go as heavy or as light as you want. You can add a second color if you want. The Distress Oxides really blend easily. They're a quick and easy, like it just goes down and just blends like flawlessly. I mean, I'm not even having to work for that center. It's just super soft, and I'm not even having to try really. Like that. That's really all I did. And let me grab a pink blender brush. I'm just going to go in just a little bit with sponge sugar. Put a little bit on his cheeks there too. Just to get a little rosy something right there. All right. So that's how I did the bear. And on this prepped one, I did use a little bit of dark right here. I believe that was, let me see, frayed burlap. And I didn't necessarily like it, but it did give it a two-tone. So you can add whatever you have, and you can use whatever inks you have in your stash. You don't have to use Distress Oxide inks. So just use what you got. I mean, I would stick with either an oxide or you could use a distress, or you could use any dye-based ink will work for blending. So, I mean, you probably have already something in your stash that you can use for blending. So, and then I die cut the little accent pieces, and for his eyes, I just glued those onto the back so that they would show through right there. And then we'll go ahead and attach his nose. I left his nose off so I could show you the little etched indention. Let's see if you can see that. The etched indention that is there for you to put the nose in place. And it's nice because the ears have it and the cheeks have it. So you know exactly where to put the little pieces that come with the die. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of Barely Art glue right there. And we will put this in place like so. Barely Art glue does dry clear, so if it seeps out just a little bit, it will be fine. And there we go. Isn't he cute? And actually, I think my blending was even better on that other one, but that's okay. I already had this one put together for speed of video. Now, for our little card base and our paper here, what I did, well, for the card base itself, I went back to some products I had in my stash from, let's see, this is from the Four Petals collection. And I will be doing some upcoming cards probably in July with this, more on this collection. But I just pulled these out because I thought it was a good size for the bear. I just thought it complemented it really well. And I used this plate here. What is this called? Scrolled Punch and Pierce plate. This punch and piercing is becoming quite popular, and the look, it's really interesting. I think this is one of my first or second ones that I have in my stash, but it really does a delicate pierce. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but it does a really delicate pierce, but then it does have the die cuts as well, which of course is where you see the blue through it, but it also has this delicate piercing all through it. And this die cuts out 3 pieces. So you have the one, you have this piece, and then you have this piece. And if you want to use it like as a cover plate, you just put all 3 of them together. Or you can, pop them up for layering. I mean, you could do a lot of different things with it. But in this case, I went ahead and combined it with its counterpart, the actual labels that go with it. The essential 4-petal labels, which is the concentric set, and cut these 2 pieces to coordinate and lay right on top, which then also makes it look like it's a background die, the full die, so like a cover plate. So for this paper and for our little bees and decorations, and we're actually going to be using a lot more of those decorations in the next card, I went back to March 2023's Be Yourself Club Kit. Some of you may have this. I had not had a chance to play with it, but it came in my total package with my clubs each month. So this was perfect for this collection. It has all these different ephemera pieces, and the paper pad is all bees and honey, and I thought it went perfect with the bear. So I pulled this out and I used the pattern papers from it and the ephemera from it and the sentiments from it. So this is what I'm using today to coordinate. this is still available, I'll link it in the description below. I don't know if it is or not. I didn't check, but I just thought, and like I said, you probably have paper in your stash that you could use that would go with these bears. But so that's what I did for that. We're going to put Mr. Bear on there. And this was a piece from that kit. It's like a chipboard sticker. So I went ahead and put Be Happy on there. So we will go ahead and hook that on him. Do I want that popped up? No, it's already popped up. I went ahead and I die cut 2 of the banners. And I hooked them together for some extra stability. And we will go ahead and hook that on the bear. Super cute. You know, I never have children's cards, and this month it feels like I'm making all children's cards, but I never have children's cards, and I have grandchildren now, guys, so I'm going to actually have grandchildren cards. So I'm excited. They're starting to get older, and I'm excited to have these in my stash. So I think I'm going to pop Mr. Bear up. I've got these 3-dimensional foam pads from Spellbinders. So we will pop Mr. Bear up. Do those at an angle. There we go. Put him, might as well just glue this down first. That B paper, this paper here, also has little gold flecks in it, which are really kind of cute. Goes with the honey theme. I just could not have been more tickled when I found this paper pack with the inside, that kit. I was not sure what theme I wanted for this, but the honey pot we're going to make in the next card, it just totally spoke to me. And when I saw this bee paper, I was like, yes! I was jumping for joy. I was like, yep, that's my theme for these cards. You can't beat that. That is just too cute with this bear. When my kids were little, they loved Winnie the Pooh. And this would have been perfect for them. All right. You know what I didn't do? Is I didn't put his belly on. His belly was supposed to go up under there. Goodness. Oh well, we're not going to put his belly on. He has an inky belly instead. Because I'm not going to mess him up. I'm going to put little tiny foam pads on our little bees. Might put 2 on this one. Let's see where we want them. I had thought I would put one up on him, but now that I put 3D foam tape, I don't think so. I don't know, now since I don't have a belly on him, I wonder if I should put one upon him. Super cute. What y'all think? Or should I put him down here? Oh, they're so cute. Okay, I'm going to put this one here. And this one here. the flying all around his head. And then I'll put this one down here like it's flying towards his belly. There we go. Is that not cute? And no one will ever know that his belly didn't make it under the banner. No one will ever know. Guys, I almost forgot to show you the honey pot that I made. I almost forgot the card. The honey pot was on my desk, and I forgot to add the honey pot to show you guys the finishing touch to the card. So, oopsie. But isn't it the perfect touch? The die set makes that little honey pot, and I embossed the little honey insert for the lid. It also has a cork that you can put down inside it. It has a die insert that does a cork. And then I just took a little navy twine here to put around it to look like it had a little bow on it to coordinate with the navy paper. But I just thought that was the perfect finishing touches for this adorable bear card. So let's move on. And the second card is a slimline. Lots of pieces. To make this slimline, I went ahead and I cut two. This panel here measures, so that you can recreate this, measures 9 by 3 3/4. 9 by 3 3/4, and it is scored at 3/4. I've got a score line here. Okay. Then this is 8 1/4 by the same. 3 3/4, just making sure. And then we are going to hook that, hinge it across the top like this to create our own top folding slimline. Okay. I've used 100-pound weight paper. If you do not have 100-pound weight colored cardstock, you can always use white, but I wanted to have it all coordinate. So I used the Spellbinders paper, I believe, for this. And you're going to have that little gap right there, but that's okay. It's nice and neat on the back. And then I decorated it on the inside with a couple of those ephemera pieces and that die that came in the frame set, Fran's frames from Stampendous that I showed you. So that's going to be super cute when the person opens it up and sees that the bees are in the inside, and you can write your message in there. And this fits in a standard envelope, business class envelope, so it won't be extra to ship. And then what I've done here is I've used from the frame set, Fran's frames, I've used the 2 hexagons, and I have also used that same frame from Fran's frames, and I've embossed it with the Tiny Dots embossing folder. And I'll admit I have a previous embossing folder. I believe it was a Stampin' Up! Embossing folder. I believe it was called Swiss Dots in my stash somewhere. And it was the small A2 size. This is a 6x9. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3/4 by almost 9 inches. So 5 3/4 by 8 3/4, or 8.5. So 5 by 8, just say. So you can get your slim line out of it. You can get your 5 by 7. You can get your 6 by 6. You can get your A2. You can get your 4 by 6. Whatever card size you want. Even your 8 by 6. Whatever card size you are doing, Spellbinders, embossing folders are your go-to. So that's why I'm loving these, is because you can use them on every size. And I like multiple sizes. I don't make all A2 size. I do make 5 by 7s. I have made even a little bigger than 5 by 7s even before. So it's nice to have that. So anyways, so here's our card. So now I've made more of these, and I went ahead and glued these two on just to give me a starting point. When I was designing, it just makes it easier for me to keep going. But, and then I'm going to glue these like this. Let's see how I did this. It's been a little while since I designed this. And these are all the little ephemera pieces that I got from the kit. Are these not the cutest? And I got this little fence. All of this is from that little kit. This is a little chipboard piece. And then these are all bees. And then I have even a little chipboard sentiment. And then these leaves and this branch are from a set that I got from my stash right here, called Sweet Bird on a Branch. And this is a really older set. I believe it's still in the store. It might be marked down, but I got it at Hobby Lobby. So Hobby Lobby no longer sells dies. Boo hoo, sad, sad. But I believe this older set is in the store, and I will link it if it is in there. It has been on the sale rack many times. So if a big sale comes up here soon, this one will probably be mega reduced. So, so I'm gonna glue these on here, and then I'll show you how. Whoops, 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 whoops. That's not good. That's not good. We don't want all that on our card. Luckily, it dries clear. Okay, so let's hook this in here. So I've just designed a little honeycomb pattern with some light blue cardstock as our base, our background color. Just had a fun with the geometric shape to play like it was a honeycomb, using that bee theme. Okay, put this last one right down here. Okay, then to decorate this, we're going to put our branch, which I have cut 2 or 3, I think it was 3 of them I cut to give it some dimension here. So we're going to put our branch across there. Yeah, I wanted it, you know, this is a little fragile, so I wanted it to have height. So I did 3 die cuts and glued them together. I'm really liking doing that instead of using 3D foam pads. It gives it a lot more sturdiness especially something thin like this. And I kind of covered over that top little bit of hexagon up there, the honeycomb. And then I used some of the Spellbinders pop-up foam, and I just cut a piece to go up under this honeycomb to give it some dimension like that. And this just glues on with wet glue. And I just fussy cut that to make it fit. And we will hang that from our tree. Cute as can be. That just makes for a solid piece, and we will do the same thing with our house. I cut another piece to raise up our house. This is just too cute. I love this little scene. These little kits that come in the total package, the kit of the month or the total package of the month, is such a bang for your buck. It is like $100, but you get so many die sets. Embossing folders, you get 2 embossing folders, you get a glimmer of the month, you get a stitch club of the month, you get a large die of the month, a small die of the month, a stamp and die of the month, plus you get this club kit of the month that makes a whole bunch of cards, but you can use it in your other cards when you're designing like this. And this has just made these little stamps just come to life. I'm going to put a little glue on this just for good measure since it's on a bumpy background. But this just made this little stamps or this little die set that Fran's Frames just create its own little card design by having these little ephemera pieces. And you know, you don't have to use the kit for the kit. You can have it on hand and then use it in your other designing. Then we're going to put some of these leaves on the branches. So we will do that. These leaves also came with the birds. That bird set with the tree. So we can do that wherever we want to add some leaves. Then how about we have an odd one? Come out right here. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Super, super cute. All right. And then we just have our little bees. And I was going to put this sentiment right see for placement. I was going to put this sentiment, I thought, right here, and it says, "Love you, honey." Make sure it's straight. Love it. Look. Love you, honey. Isn't that cute? That's so cute. Okay, let's put our little bees buzzing around, and we will be all done. Put this one. Let's see, we'll put the little stickers on them. Oh, we've got this one that is a chipboard, and it's got gold on it. And then we've got 4 others here. that we have foam on the back of. That one does not need one of my hairs. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see which direction these guys are going in, and then we can decide where we want them. We definitely need some around the honey house, and we need some around the beehive. So I think we might want them, let's see. How about there, 3 up there and 2 down here? What about that? I think I like that. That way we leave the hexagon open in the center, so people see the focal of that. And this is our chipboard sticker, so I'm going to put a little extra glue on this because I'm gluing it to the bumpy of the embossing folder. So I'm just going to, for good measure, I'm going to give it some extra. He's going to be flying in. And there is just a little separation right here where I didn't quite glue it close enough. So, easy fix. All right, guys, look at there. Okay, guys, so here are our 2 finished cards. I've added the honey pot, as y'all can see. I did add that. I'm having to edit this video just a little bit because I left my honey pot off. So hopefully the editing isn't too choppy for y'all. But I had to figure out how to add my honey. So I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing me create these cards, and don't forget about those little club kits. You're not, when you get the total package, you're not even paying for the club kit. So, you know, a lot of people don't like the club kits, but boy, did it come in handy this time. I really think it made these cards. It totally transformed these and gave me inspiration, and I just fell in love. So I really enjoyed this project. Have a great day, guys.